Welcome back to another edition of Recovery on Screen. I'm Ted Perkins. I'm so happy to have you here because we have a very special guest in this episode, which goes along with my new segment, which is Weekend Movie Picks. Movies about addiction recovery that I think you need to go see in a theater right this minute. That's coming up right next.
I might have just heard the greatest voice of her generation.
I am so pleased to welcome Christina Papagjika, who is the producer of an extraordinary movie that I just saw recently and I knew all about, which is Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Christina, welcome to the show. It's so great to have you.
It's such a pleasure to be here and to be speaking to everyone in the Addicted in Film community and movie club. I am such a fan of this book. I absolutely love it. And Ted, congratulations on all of the work that you've done in sharing these important messages with the community. Thank you for having me and so delighted to be talking about Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. I encourage everybody to go and see the film in theaters where you get the full surround sound of Whitney Houston's voice and unparalleled music. We're going to lift you up and make you sing and perhaps move you at the same time.
You know, I think a lot of people who were big Whitney Houston fans, and I was, were really looking forward to finally seeing her story on the big screen. There've been some things on television, but I think really it was ripe for like a big screen sort of like treatment. Tell us how that happened and how it came about. It must have been a difficult undertaking, but wow, what an incredible result.
Sure, absolutely. Well, my partners were behind the making of Bohemian Rhapsody and a number of other biopics. Of course, Whitney's story is so special. She's so beloved. So they came to me and we decided to partner together on this. What was really incredible, in my opinion, and we all felt the same, is that the Houston estate was fully backing this project and supportive of telling Whitney's truthful story, including everything from her relationship with Robin Crawford through her navigating her struggles with addiction and her marriage with Bobby Brown. And, a lot of things that had sort of been a bit of tabloid fodder over the years, but to support this story for the first time so publicly and so globally is an incredible thing. And when we had that and we knew that we could partner together in a good way to tell this story to the world, the truthful story of Whitney's life, we were particularly excited, and we knew that we had the sort of special sauce, as you will, to be able to go out and reach the masses with this tale.
You know, Christina, what I found so refreshing about this film, and I've seen, all the movies about movie stars and celebrities who get into drug and alcohol problems, and I found that they're like very salacious and they focused on that part and not so much on the amazing other aspects of their life. I found that Whitney Houston, in a sense, was just such a breath of fresh air. Tell me a little bit about, the thinking behind the way you went about telling that story in such a natural way, but also being honest to what actually happened.
To be honest with you, Ted, it was really important to us to tell this story in a respectful way. Also, to tell this story in a way that allowed families to be able to see this movie together. So, for a film to be rated PG-13 and for us to talk about what she navigated in her life, but to do so in a way that allows so many people to experience this film was important to us. We don't feel the need to tell her story and her navigating her addiction in a way that you reference in your book, Addicted in Film, as addiction porn. There's no desire to re-traumatize the addiction community. It was important for us to tell that in a way that was gracious and respectful and honored not just Whitney Houston as an artist and a vocalist, but also as a human being, and to honor the process that she went through and what she navigated, but to do so in a really respectful way. So you you see her struggles and you see her navigating her addictions and recovery, but it's not meant for the purpose of diving into that addiction porn. It's meant for the purpose of understanding what she navigated and what she dealt with in her life.
You know, Christina, one of the things that I thought was amazing, because I'm not an old softie when it comes to movies, I actually cried during this movie and several times during the movie. And I also found myself singing at the top of my voice during several parts of that movie. How did you get me to do that?
The magic of storytelling, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's this incredible group of storytellers and cast that came together to tell this exceptional story. And also, we cannot forget Whitney Houston's incomparable music. To have her entire catalog at our disposal and to be able to incorporate so much of her music into the story so that audiences are able to experience all of her music in full surround sound on that big screen. It's like attending a Whitney Houston concert. It's just incredible, and you relive all of the music and feel all of the joy and the excitement that came with hearing all of her music for the first time.
Christina, when it came to casting for this film, that must have been an unbelievably difficult undertaking. I mean, how do you find the voice? How did you go about that, and how long did it take? And why did you choose Naomi, the actress that you did?
Naomi Ackie is such an exceptional actress, so talented, BAFTA winner, beautiful soul. And for her and for all of us, it was about getting Whitney Houston's mannerisms, but even more importantly, the essence of Whitney Houston, because she was a really special soul. And Naomi embodies that so beautifully. So that was really important to us. Obviously, we had all of Whitney Houston's music and her catalog at our disposal. So, you know, at the end of the day, no one can sing like Whitney. And we all know that. And we wanted to deliver Whitney Houston's music to all of the fans.
That is the Addicted in Film Movie Club's weekend movie pick. I highly suggest that you grab some friends, family, anybody that you love. Go see this film on the big screen with the sound is spectacular. Get some popcorn and a Coke and really enjoy and celebrate the life of Whitney Houston. This film is fantastic. It stars Stanley Tucci, the amazing new Naomi Ackie, Tamara Tooney, and it's in theaters now. Enjoy.